their career in digital era. In the end, those problems will impact their lifestyle. Universitas Terbuka is here to answer those problems by applying an open and distance learning system. A system that has proven effective in increasing the coverage and equal distribution of excellent higher education for all elements of society. Our learning system. Our system allows students to have a flexible and open learning method, and it offers many advantages. First one, and other countries. Our system gives opportunity to people from all groups and ages to learn and develop their knowledge, as well as their skills in all fields. With 39 regional offices all across Indonesia and overseas service centers, we are always ready to support operational activities and cooperations with various national and international institutions. We have numerous facilities to support student activities and learning process, from UT Radio, UT TV, learning assistance to online library. Universitas Terbuka offers you 4 credible faculties: Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Faculty of Law, Social and Political Sciences, Faculty of Economics, and Faculty of Science and Technology. With more than 35 study programs and postgraduate programs. Universitas Terbuka, making higher education open to all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished keynote speakers, Dr. Paristiyanti Nurwardani, MP, Secretary of Directorate General of Higher Education, Ministry of Education and Culture, Republic of Indonesia, Jeff Davidson, Executive Director, The Constitution Foundation, Saylor Academy, USA, Jacqueline Arnold, Director, Strategic Relationships and Communications, The Constitution Foundation, Saylor Academy, USA, and all the participants. Thank you very much. Welcome to the 15th Knowledge Share Forum that is hosted by the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Terbuka, Indonesia. The theme of today's webinar is Online Credit Earning for Kampus Merdeka Indonesia, a preliminary case in Universitas Terbuka. Before we start the sessions, allow me to read the agenda for today. The first agenda, it will be opening remarks by Rector of Universitas Terbuka, who will be represented by the Dean of Faculty of Teachers Training and Education, Professor Udan Kusmawan, PhD. And then followed by the session 1, the theme is Pada for Kampus Merdeka Indonesia, that will be delivered by Dr. Paristiyanti, who already with us today, and followed by discussion. And the second session, it will be from representative from Saylor Academy, USA, Jeff and Jacqueline. They will be delivered the theme of Universitas Terbuka and Saylor Academy, partnerships to advance academic achievement, followed by discussion. And this webinar will be closed by the closing statement from Professor Udan Kusmawan. Okay, before we start the first session, we already have Prof. Udan here as the representative of our rector because he couldn't make it here. Let's listen to opening remarks by Prof. Udan. Please, Prof.
Thank you, Ibu Siti. Alhamdulillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to all of you in Indonesia and good evening to you in the United States, already night in the USA. Yeah? Honorable keynote speaker, Ibu Dr. Paristiyanti Nurwardani, MP, Secretary of Directorate General of Higher Education, Ministry of Education and Culture, Republic of Indonesia, Jeff Davidson and Jacqueline Arnold from the Saylor Academy, USA. And here, Ibu Paris, we have also Professor Supendi, the chairman of the Forum of FKIP Indonesia. He available with us today, but he couldn't show up with us in the team's meeting. All the participants, welcome to the webinar of the 15th Knowledge Sharing Forum of UT, which today is hosted by the Faculty of Teaching Training and Education UT. First of all, let me extend an apology from Director Ibu Professor Rajat Darujat, who would actually be with us in our webinar today, but unfortunately, due to an immediate matter that cannot be left behind, then he convey his greeting to all of us today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we all understand, Kampus Merdeka is the newest policy issued by the Ministry of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia. This policy is basically, if I understand, is promoting flexibility and quality for students in Indonesia to experience broader context for their learning. I believe they would share ideas with me that nowadays creativity and innovation are important keywords to ensure sustainable development. Our students who are currently studying in higher education should be capable of shaping themselves as independent learners who are skilled, flexible, tenacious, and agile learners. The policy of Kampus Merdeka is a framework to prepare students to become resilient scholars, relevant to the needs of current era, and ready to become a leader with a high and national spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Ministry of Education and Culture Regulation number 3 in 2020, this policy aims at granting the rights to students for 3 semesters of studying outside of their formal program of study. With this policy, we can see there are wide opportunity for students to enrich and improve their understanding and competencies in the real world in accordance with their passion and ideal. We believe also that learning can happen anywhere. The universe of infinite learning not only happening in the classroom, libraries, laboratories, but also in villages, industries, workplaces, places of devotion, research centers, and in the community also. Various format of learning activities can be taken by students, such as internet activities in industries, student building villages, teaching schools, student exchange, research in research institutions, entrepreneurial development, independent project, and humanitarian project. Universitas Terbuka is one of the university in Indonesia which serve close to 300 million students, both domestically in Indonesia and overseas, has of course deliberately a duty to succeed the policy. And for this reason, the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education as one of the faculty of the Universitas Terbuka has built several cooperation with various institutions in Indonesia and also overseas, including with Scheller Academy. In addition, our faculty has also explored various online lecturing systems and platforms that will permit students to obtain their rights to take courses outside of a formal program of studies, including from SPADA Indonesia. Scheller Academy is the one that today we invite as representative institution that already provide online courses that can be accessed by all students in the world. And SPADA, on the other hand, is the government-owned open learning system in Indonesia that also provides online courses which are open to all here in Indonesia. We hope, ladies and gentlemen, that all the participants today will enrich us with better knowledge and understandings, especially students who will be the end subject of the policy of Kampus Merdeka. Once again, on behalf of UT, I would proudly express our gratefulness and such a very high appreciation to Ibu Paris, especially Jeff and Jackie, who have been available for sharing their expertise to all of us today. In the hope to succeed in the name of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Almighty God, today's webinar we open officially. Thank you and have a good webinar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to Ibu Siti, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Udan, for the opening remarks. We're very looking forward to our webinar, right? So before we start, with us today, we have the Honorable Dr. Paristiyanti Nurwardani. I will read her biography, and Ibu Paris, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, but before we listen to your presentation, let me read. She has so many achievements. Here in front of you, only a glance of her achievement. So I will read it for you. Dr. Paris has just recently been officially appointed as the Secretary of Directorate General of Higher Education from February, right, Ibu?
Yes, correct.
Okay, until now. And before, from 2014 to 15, she has been served as the Director of Learning at the Directorate General of Learning and Student Affairs of the Ministry of Research, Technology, and Higher Education. and also the Deputy Director of Seamolek. Okay, and then she also been served as the education ops at the Indonesian Embassy in Manila, Philippines for 4 years. Ya, Ibu ya. Okay, and she also became the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture from 2005 to 14 and continued as Dean of the Faculty of Science, which is a transition from Faculty of Medicine in 2014 to 15 at Surya Kancana University in Cianjur, West Java. Okay, but that's not all. There were also some focal positions giving the most momentum of the success of Dr. Paris. Prior to all the above I have read to you, including served as consultant of Bermutu Program, or Better Education Through Reform Management Universal and Teacher Upgrading. Also a cooperation of the World Bank of Indonesia from 2009 to 2010, and a manager of Indonesia-Germany Institute from 2006 to 2009. Also as a consultant in ISO series, and she also has been served as Widya Iswara at PPPG, or Center for Development and Teacher Management, Ministry of Education and Culture, from 1990 to 2010. Okay, what a great achievement, and she's already here with us. Before that, Ibu, let me read a little bit rules for the participants. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so all the participants in this webinar will have opportunities to ask questions through Q&A facility. I'm sure most of you already familiar with this, yeah. So because we have Ibu Paris here, just ask what you want to ask to her, okay, regarding to SPADA, okay? And then our team will write down your questions and be read to the keynote to be answered. And at the end of the sessions of the webinar, we will distribute a feedback form. This feedback form is to be filled out by all of you, all the participants of this webinar, and for us to issue their certificates. So unless you fill out the feedback form, you will not get the e-certificate. So hopefully you can fill out the feedback form to get the certificate. Okay, so please stay tuned in this webinar, join this webinar until the end. All right, Ibu Paris, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You will have up to 20 minutes presentation and then followed by discussion. Okay, the time is yours.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Profesor Udan Kusmawan, PhD, Dean Faculty of Teacher Training and Education from Universitas Terbuka Indonesia. Really very awesome to join with the online credit earning for Kampus Merdeka Indonesia, and then you have delivered awesome opening remark and then very clear objective, also big motivation for us to implement all the Kampus Merdeka policy. So again, thank you very much, Prof. Udan, who always be our best partner for online learning in Indonesia. And I'm really also sure and believe that you will be the golden bridge between Indonesia and USA to improve our online collaboration in the future. So thank you so much, Prof. Udan Kusmawan, PhD. Excellency Jacqueline Arnold, the Director of Strategic Relationship and Communication, the Constitution Foundation Center Academic USA, as well as the Excellency Jeff Davidson, Executive Director, the Constitution Foundation Sailor Academic USA. Thank you very much for joining us, and then be our best keynote for our beloved teacher and participant in terms of the online credit earning for Kampus Merdeka Indonesia. And also I would like to deliver my greeting to the professor and also faculty member for Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, who always collaborate with us and have the very good communication. So because of that, we would like also to improve our collaboration with Sailor Academy from USA and also with other country. So just for the information, in this afternoon, we would like to have the joint working group between Indonesia and United Kingdom, and also the issues. It's really same with the this webinar today, Prof. Udan. So the policy in terms of the collaboration for open and also online learning from Indonesia and UK. So this is really very good tema. So I'm really also would like to congratulate to all the UT Indonesia, especially the Prof. Udan and team. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present my PowerPoint. So next, please. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, actually the challenge of the Industry 4.0 and Society 5.0 for us in Indonesia, because we will have the new member in our world, especially in Indonesia, that is robot and the automatization in terms of the any discipline field. Yeah, so the global labor will be shifting around 75 million until 375 million. That we will have also the new job, yeah, in terms of the Industry 4.0 era and also digital era. So I'm really sure all of you also really would like to know what is the big data, what is also the artificial intelligence, and then what is also the sensor information analysis. And also we would like also to introduce to you that we have many unicorn from Indonesia, such as the data analytic from Blibli, and then Gojek, also many company from Indonesia who use the big data and artificial intelligence to improve the enterprise and also the business in Indonesia. So now we would like also to improve our Spada Indonesia to be our facilitator to implement the credit earning between Indonesia University, as well as collaboration between Indonesia and USA, especially for the Sailor Academy. So next, please. Bapak Ibu and my beloved participant, also my beloved participant from USA. Even in US is already in the evening, but I still would like to share the information in terms of the Indonesian higher education system. So in Indonesia, we have more than 4,400 study program, as well as in university in Indonesia, also polytechnic. So our student in Indonesia around 8 million. And then we have also more than 250,000 faculty member in Indonesia. I'm really sure if we can also communicate each other and collaborate between Indonesian University as well as between Indonesia University with Sailor Academy, we will facilitate our 8 million students to get the credit earning using Spada Indonesia. And then I'm really sure also the 4,500 university in Indonesia will also join with the UT Indonesia to communicate each other and then to collaborate in terms of the credit earning. Why? Because today until the end of 2020, we still in pandemic COVID. So I'm really sure the credit earning from UT will be very important, yeah, to implement in every single study program in Indonesia. Next, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4 policies, direction and strategy from Mas Menteri. Mas Menteri he is a minister, is the youngest minister in Indonesia. So we didn't call him the Pak Menteri, but we always call him Mas Menteri to make our communication is very close. So the 4 policies in higher education from Mas Menteri, the first one is increasing higher education enrollment. And then we will use the SPADA 4.0 to be our platform to increase the higher education enrollment. The second policy is strengthening the quality and relevancy of higher education, and then strengthening the quality of lecturer and education personnel. And then the fourth policy is strengthening the governance of higher education. So in terms of the 4 policies, we always using policies we call Kampus Merdeka. So that is something, the independent campus. So I'm really sure all of you is already familiar with the Kampus Merdeka. And then please always follow the Kampus Merdeka program. Why? Because we deliver many rupiahs, or many US dollar in terms of the implementation of Kampus Merdeka. Next, please. Ladies and gentlemen, next, please. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, actually in higher education transformation from Ministry of Education and Culture through the Directorate General of Higher Education, we have the 8 key performance indicators. So the first one, graduate get decent job. The second one, students are earning of campus experience, and then lecturers are being active outside the university, practitioner teach at campus, lecturer achievement and innovation are utilized by community and recognized by international partnership. And then the sixth, cooperation between study program with international level partner, and then collaborative and participative class. And the end of the 8th key performance indicator is international standard study program. So I think in terms of the 8 key performance indicator, we would like to communicate with the Seller Academy, and then we would like also to invite UT to be our best partner in terms of the graduate quality that students are earning of campus experience like we do today, and then we would like also to implement international standard study program. I'm really sure many study program from UT already have the international standard. I'm really sure also the Stellar Academy always be our best partner, because UT is international reputation is really very, very good. Next, please. Ladies and gentlemen, actually the Campus Merdeka also have the 8 off-campus learning activities. We are really trying to promote the 8 off-campus learning activities, because I think we would like to improve the relevancies between curriculum in higher education with the industry need. So now we will implement the student exchange, national and also international, face-to-face student exchange, as well as also online student exchange. And then the second learning activities is internship, also in Indonesia and in international internship. Other is teaching assistant in education unit, research collaboration, humanitarian project, entrepreneurial activities, independent project, and community service program. So Prof. Udan and all participants, as well as in Indonesia or in USA, actually now we are trying to achieve the independent project and then internationally recognized using our collaboration between Indonesia, Google, EWS, and then Huawei. So in the independent project, we deliver around one semester data science activities for independent project, and then in terms of the 6-month learning activities using our Bangkit program, we will offer the credit earning around 20 unit. So because of that, I think Prof. Udan and all the participants also can try to provide the more collaboration with the Seller Academic to also set up the independent project that using UT platform, and then we can also recognize the credit earning because we already have the umbrella of the collaboration between Universitas Terbuka and Seller Academic. So I'm really sure also if Pak Udan would like also to send the faculty member or maybe the education personnel to have the internship in Seller Academy, also it's really very awesome for our faculty member to improve the knowledge and also skill in terms of the learning activities, especially in the online education. Next, please. Ladies and gentlemen, actually the purpose of the distant education or online or e-learning in Indonesia, actually we would like to have the flexible learning to facilitate the long life learning. So the purpose is increase the participation rate in higher education, and then all Indonesian can have the higher education that's mean affordable for any participant, overcome socio-economic constraint. And then we would like also to have the quality of higher education for all Indonesian people. So in terms of that, again, we would like also to improve the flexible learning in Indonesia. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah. So this is the awesome information from Mas Menteri. On November 3rd, 2020, Mas Menteri delivered the 3 scheme in terms of the budget from higher education. So now we offer a 3 scheme of budget. So we call the first one, that is the incentive for the university. That is around 35 million US dollar. And then we call the second one is matching fund, around 17 million US dollar. And then the third one is we call competitive fund, around 35 million US dollar. So these 3 schemes of the funding from Ministry of Education and Culture, especially from the Directorate General for Higher Education, to improve the 8 key performance in terms of the any university in Indonesia as well as any study program in Indonesia. So the government funding transformation for higher education is try to improve the indicator base in terms of the 8 indicator. So the matching fund to support the university cooperation. So if the industry that have collaboration with your university, and then they will share around something like maybe 1 million US dollar, for that mean Ministry of Higher Education through the Directorate General of Higher Education will support the same amount, around 1 million US dollar, to create the innovation in terms of the collaboration between university and industry. So again, if the university from USA would like also to have the collaboration to improve the innovation in Indonesia, and then we will produce something like services, and then this is also really marketable, so we can also support that collaboration. So maybe for the USA university, we will have the communication in terms of the online delivery system, and then using the credit earning program in UT and several university from Indonesia, and then USA side give around 1 million US dollar, and then we will also share 1 million US dollar to improve the marketable online credit earning, online or credit earning between Indonesia and United States of America. And then the third one, the competitive fund, is to facilitate the Kampus Merdeka, because we would like also to improve the quality of the university. Next, please. So this is the milestone of Spada 4.0 in Indonesia. Actually, we start using UT, yeah, and then Open University around around 1984, and then until today, we would like also to integrate the Spada 4.0 using also IDREN, because we would like to facilitate 1 million students to use our Spada 4.0 to have the credit earning between Indonesia universities and also Indonesia universities with the collaboration universities from other country. And then we are ready also to use the Spada 4.0 to increase the number of students on 2021 until 8 million students can also using Spada 4.0 to facilitate the credit earning between Indonesia university as well as between Indonesia university with outside university such as Sailor Academy. And then we are really also ready to have the better collaboration and deep collaboration between UT and also between Sailor Academy using our collaboration umbrella. Next, please. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so if you can also see the map of the Java Island, actually UT and UI in Jakarta is really ready to implement the online credit earning, and then with the four other universities such as ITB, Undip, UGM, and also ITS, it's really also will join with us, yeah, to implement Spada 4.0 to facilitate 1 million students to have the credit earning using our online learning. And then we are also would like to invite other university to be our partner in terms of the Spada 4.0. So in Spada 4.0, we already have more than 5,000 module, and then that is the interactive module, and then you can also earn the credit transfer with free budget, because 2021 we also would like to implement the credit earning using our Spada 4.0, and then I'm really sure Prof. Udan will be our best partner and also our best facilitator to make such as consortia in terms of the UT and other university in terms of the credit earning using our Spada 4.0. I'm really sure Pak Udan is ready using also our ICE program in Universitas Terbuka to be our quality assurance in terms of the credit earning between Indonesia university, student in our university, as well as a student from outside of Indonesia. Next, please. Yes, if we would like to have the credit earning using the online education, so the first one, we have to signing the MOU. And then the second one, take decision which foreign university hosts the first group of Indonesia students on 2016 and also 2017 also try to implement this MOU signing. And then we are really also to invite all the universities who are really active in this webinar also to participate to take the decision which foreign university that we would like to have the signing MOU with your university. The next step is discuss the possibility of the reciprocal student exchange in the near future, something like in 2021 or other. And then you have also to make the decision what is the study program that would like to have the credit earning or credit transfer using our online platform. And then after that, you have to discuss the admission procedure and also criteria in terms of the implementation of your MOU. Next, please. So just for the information, yeah, so we already have the ASEAN +3 student mobility. So that's mean ASEAN country plus China plus Korea and plus Japan. So our credit transfer using online education. So we already have the agreement. So length of the study shorter than 3 months. And also we also have the program 3 months to less than 6 months. We also have the 6 months to 12 months and then longer than 12 months. So you can choose the credit transfer that you would like to implement. And say the program type, we offer the degree awarding, credit awarding, and other. So the student level until today, we only invite the undergraduate student. So I'm really sure all of you also is really eager to implement the credit transfer using credit earning in our distant education or online education. So I think that is my presentation today. And then again, we are really very glad to have all of you in Indonesia as well as in USA to implement our credit earning using our SPADA platform. And then Universitas Terbuka will be our best facilitator to implement the Kampus Merdeka using SPADA 4.0 policy. Thank you very much for your attention, and then we are really ready to have the future collaboration with all of you. Thank you, and then I will offer to Ibu Siti. Thank you very much, Bu Siti.
Thank you very much, Ibu Paris. That's a very interesting presentation. And, you know, Ibu Paris, she is one of the founder of SPADA. So she's the right person to deliver the presentation today.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we have some questions, right? By the way, all the participants can deliver the question in Bahasa Indonesia. Don't worry. You don't have to ask in English. Ya, Bu, ya? Okay. So the first question for you, Ibu, I will just read it for you and you can answer directly. Okay. This is from Aisha. Okay, when we take a course from SPADA, how can we as university be able to recognize that our student has really taken a course from SPADA? Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yes, I am. Okay, so Ibu Aisha, thank you very much for awesome question. So if you would like to have the credit earning 24 credit hour or SKS, you have to register in campusmerdeka.go.id. Yeah, and then you have also to get the faculty member be your supervisor and then you can also communicate with your university, because all the credit earning have to recognize by your university. If you would like to collaborate with other university, the same thing, your MOU also have to be registered in the campusmerdeka.go.id. And then from yesterday, we start to have participant using our Kampus Merdeka website. And then based on my experience in Belmawa, when I was the director of Belmawa, so if you have credit transfer program in terms of the online courses, around 4 until 5 months, you will get recognized around 20 credit hour or credit or SKS ya Bu ya, or SKS. If you would like also to know the implementation in terms of Bangkit program with the Google and also EWS as well as with Huawei, I can also share with Prof. Udan to also be our other partner to facilitate our credit earning program in terms of the data science, collaborated with Google. So Prof. Udan, I'm really also to discuss further with you, because I'm thinking UT will be the best institution who will provide other university, because UT is really ready for the human resources, ready also in terms of the infrastructure, and also you have also awesome experience in terms of the credit transfer using online education. So I think that is my experience. If the student would like to have around 30 until 40 credit transfer, so that means you have also to implement that program around 2 semesters, and then you have start from 8 EM until around 12 EM every day until 12 months. So the same with the Google program. We also invite the student from 8 EM until 12 EM to communicate with the facilitator as well as supervisor around 6 months, and then they will get a credit earning around 20 units. So that is my answer, Bu Siti. Hopefully clear. If Bu Siti Aisyah would like to discuss further with me, Bu Siti also can share my mobile phone to Ibu Aisyah. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I think your answer is very clear and very informative. I hope that the answer will be understood by all participants. Okay, do we have next question? Or I heard that you have other events after this?
Yeah, maybe I can answer one question more. So around 10 EM, I have to leave because I have the joint working group with the United Kingdom government. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so do we have other question for Ibu Paris?
Boleh pakai bahasa Indonesia kok, kita kan di Indonesia juga.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have the second question from Rafida. Okay. Given that 8 learning activities of campus that you have mentioned before, Ibu, I just want to ask, how can these 2 activities of humanitarian project and community service can be carried out during the pandemic situation? Thank you. So this question is specific to the situation today.
Okay. So thank you very much for Rafida. I think the Humanity Project is already implemented in our Campus Merdeka program. Actually, now we try to facilitate more than 15,000 students who give the information, communication, and education in terms of the 3M, yeah, in terms of the how to really have the healthy life in pandemic situation. And then I'm really sure for the next semester, the humanitarian project will be continue in line with the 8 activities in Campus Merdeka program. In terms of the individual project using our Bangkit program between collaboration between Indonesia and some industry that I mentioned before, actually that is also the other project in terms of the 8 activities of Campus Merdeka. And then if you would like to have the humanitarian project next semester, you can communicate with the Directorate Belmawak, a Directorate of Learning and Student Affairs, yeah, to have the support, yeah, using the platform as well as also the budget from Prof. Aris, yeah. So I'm really sure the Directorate of Learning and Student Affairs offer something like around 20 million US dollar, yeah, to implement 8 activities learning in Campus Merdeka program. So Ibu Rafida, you have also to really frequent using our Dikti platform, yeah, or website of Dikti to get the information, because I think the information is already delivered in a website of Dikti, and then all the budget facilitate can make your humanities project will be more powerful in our pandemic situation. Not only humanitarian project and individual project from Indonesia, you can also have the KKN thematic program as well as entrepreneurship program for 1 semester, and then recognize around 20 credit unit. So that is my answer, Ibu Siti. Hopefully clear for Ibu Rafida. And then if you would like to know more detail about the support budget and also the program, you can also watch our minister video on November 3rd in terms of the bukan Kampus Merdeka, ya, in terms of the Merdeka Belajar edisi 6. Yes. Merdeka Belajar edisi 6 on November 3rd, 2020. I'm really sure if you watch that video, you will get the real insight and also a real understanding, because Mas Menteri explained many things in terms of the policy as well as the budget that we would like to share and also to deliver for our beloved student, faculty member, and universities in Indonesia. Thank you very much, Bu Siti.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Paris. Ibu Paris, Ibu Rafida is from Malaysia. So we have participants from Malaysia here.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yes.
Rafida. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If we can also communicate to set up the collaboration, we are welcome.
Yeah, very nice. And so it's very possible to do the community service on humanitarian project even in this pandemic situation, right, Ibu?
Yes, for
Yes,
sure.
very possible. Okay, Ibu, we have one more question about the Bangkit program. Can you do it in 2 minutes, Bu? or if you still have more time, you can tell us a bit about the Bangkit program you have told us before.
Okay. So actually, Pak Presiden, Excellency Bapak Joko Widodo, deliver the very specific speech in terms of the data science in Indonesia. So on 2030, we need 15 million data science in Indonesia. Just that only for Indonesia. Okay, 15 million data scientists for Indonesia. So in line of that policy from our president, we communicate with the many stakeholders in Indonesia, and then we get the decision that every year we have to produce 60 million. I didn't say 600. I think not 60. 600,000 data scientists in Indonesia. So according to that policy, Mas Menteri communicate with the Google and then with the Amazon Web Service, the AWS, as well as with the Huawei. So I mean that is the three industry really very big, and then Mas Menteri already have the MOU with the three industries. So in line of that policy, we set up the MOU, and then now we already signing the MOU. So the implementation of the MOU, that means we would like to have the model in terms of the data science credit transfer recognized by Google, AWS, and Huawei. Okay. So after we communicate around 3 months, what kind of the subject that we have to deliver in terms of the data scientists, after we communicate and then we set up the curriculum for 1 semester. So that means around 1,000 hours course in our collaboration implementation side. So because we are really very different collaboration between AWS, Google, and also Huawei, so we are really very confusing to dealing with the many scope of the collaboration. So finally, we call that is the Bangkit program. Okay, so just to make simple and just to make everyone is really have the sense of belonging in terms of that's collaboration, because it's really very big collaboration.
And that's very Indonesia, ya Bu.
Yes, Indonesia, yes, Bangkit program. So because of that, now we are already have the implementation side. We offer 1,000 hour data science course. And then, okay, so 1,000 hour data science course will be hosted by 10 university without UT. But now after I try to really deep understanding when Prof. Udan deliver the open remark, I'm really sure UT is really also ready to be our host in terms of the Bangkit program. So because of that, I would like also to invite UT to be the 11 host to implement our collaboration between Google, AWS, as well as with the Huawei. So if you would like also to register as the individual student, as a faculty member, or as a university, you can also, again, you have to communicate with the Kampus Merdeka .go.id participant, and then we will try to have that data science course on February 2021. 2021. And therefore, for the first pilot project, we deliver only for 3,000 students and faculty members. If this model is really very successful, and then we will extend to have 10,000 students or faculty member. If in the second semester is really also very successful, we will also expand until 60,000 for 2022, and then for 2023 we will implement for 600,000 data scientists for Indonesia. So I'm really sure Prof. Udan with the UT will be our best partner. Why we just mentioned today? Because I think Pak Dirjen in the first phase of the communication of collaboration just only communicate with the 10 university, but I'm really sure Universitas Terbuka will be our the 11th hub, yeah, for data science course for Indonesia. All the faculty member who will teach our student or faculty member for Indonesia from Google, from EWS, and for Huawei. So that means you need the English proficiency to be our participant in Bangkit program. Thank you very much, Bu Siti, Pak Udan. I'm really sure, and also I'm really sorry I have to leave because my DGs already called me. And then thank you very much. Good luck. And then yeah, and then I'm really sure Pak Udan will be our facilitator and our best partner to implement our credit earning using distant education and online education. Thank you very much. Have a fruitful webinar and then success always for Universitas Terbuka. And then I am ready to implement future collaboration with UT and also Sailor Academic. Thank you very much. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih banyak Ibu. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibu.
Prof. Udan pamit guys, Pak. Nasihat
Ibu, silakan. Thank you.
Okay, we have to very thankful to Ibu Paris for giving us so many information. Oh, we already have Jacqueline here. Hi. Can you hear me? Oh, sorry, I cannot hear your voice.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
And our executive director, Jeff Davidson, is also on with us. He should have his video on shortly. We're very excited and very excited to join you all.
Okay, thank you. So are you ready to deliver your presentation with us?
Well, our executive director, Jeff Davidson, wanted to give just a few remarks to welcome. And as part of my presentation, I would love to give you all a tour of Sailor Academy and the courses. So I'd like to go last if it's okay with you all.
Okay. So we're going to wait for Jeff until he joins us in this webinar. Okay. So before we start with Jeff and Jacqueline, who is already here, I will read a little bit about Sailor Academy. Actually, I myself have experience using Sailor Academy, and I have finished some courses because I'm from English Education Department. I took English as a second language at that time, and I think it's very interesting to use Sailor Academy. So we are looking forward to hear more about all the courses about Sailor Academy and about the partnership with UT. Okay, so later we will have Jeff Davidson. He is the Executive Director of the Constitution Foundation, and Jacqueline Arnold, the Director of Strategic Relationships and Communications, the Constitution Foundation of Sailor Academy. And Jeff, and how should I call you, Jacqueline?
Please feel free to call me Jackie.
Jack?
Jackie.
Jackie, okay, Jackie. Okay, Jeff and Jackie, will share about our topic today, Universitas Terbuka and Sailor Academy Partnership to Advance Academic Achievement, in particular to credit earning for our students. Okay, so is Jeff already with us? Not yet? Okay, what time is it in your place, Jackie?
It is about 10 p.m. Our time.
10 p.m.
And so we're just 12 hours behind you all.
Oh yeah.
And so I see Jeff is in the chat. Is there any way that you all could set it up so that his video is showing? Do you see his note in the chat? Is there any way to make him a presenter from there?
Okay, our team here will help Jeff to join us. Okay, so while waiting, how is the situation in USA now? I mean, regarding to the pandemic. I mean, you're still work at home?
Yes, we're all working remotely. We actually went fully remote after the pandemic started, and so we're kind of watching the situation. This is a tough time for people here because normally there's a lot of traveling. There are a couple of holidays in the U.S. that are coming up, and cases are increasing. So a lot of people are having to weigh whether or not they travel, and we don't have each state or each region of the U.S. kind of has different rules over how to handle the restrictions. So it's kind of a challenging time. The silver lining is we've seen a lot of interest kind of peak in lifelong learning and learning online, and we've had a lot of new students coming in and new partnerships. So we're very excited about the Universitas Terbuka partnership as well. But at least that means that some people are able to use the time that they are at home to improve themselves, improve their lives, or look at online education. So that's very exciting.
See the positive side, right?
Yes, you have to try to see the positive side. There's so much bad news around that you have to try to convert a little bit.
Yes. Okay, I think Jeff is already with us. Is he?
Hello, Jeff.
Just don't see his video just yet.
Yes. Well, I think he's not here yet. Is it possible for you to change? I mean, you will go first, then Jeff, or
Sure, I can certainly do that, and then he could give his welcome as a closing. So I'll just briefly introduce myself. My name is Jackie Arnold. I'm the Director of Strategic Relationships and Communications at Sailor Academy. And again, we're very excited to work with you all. And I know Dr. Nurwardani is no longer on, but we were really excited about her presentation as well. And thank her for being a part of this joint webinar. I'd like to share my screen if that is possible, because I would like to give just a few slides to introduce Sailor Academy and to give you all a tour of a Sailor Academy course. And let me know if you're having any trouble seeing my slides. Again, we at Sailor Academy are very excited about our partnership with Universitas Terbuka and look forward to welcoming all of the students and hopefully rest of the community that will be learning with us. Again, my name is Jackie Arnold, and our director, Jeff Davidson, will be joining after my presentation, but I'd like to just give a quick tour, tell you a little bit about Sailor Academy, give a quick tour of our courses as well as what our certificates look like, and then take any questions at the end of both Jeff and my presentation. So Sailor Academy is an education-based nonprofit, education-focused nonprofit that offers free online courses, both for academic credit and skill development. So Universitas Terbuka is a very exciting partnership for us because Universitas Terbuka is our first international partner that is taking courses for academic credit. So our courses are completely free for students to take. They're created as well as peer-reviewed by university faculty who come from all over the US, who have expertise in the subject area that they've created the course for us in. So everything that's needed for the course, all the readings, lectures, videos, quizzes, that's all included within the course experience. And I'll show you all about that a little bit later on. So we have courses in several areas. As I mentioned before, our catalog includes both academic credit courses, so courses very similar to what you would see at UT or another institution, as well as career skill and professional development courses. And also, as of a little over a month ago, we just published our fourth English as a second language course. So for those, if you have friends or family who are looking to develop their English skills, these courses are available for free as well. Our academic credit courses include subjects including business and computer science and technology. So there are a lot of opportunities for students to earn credit for free or very low cost and transfer that to UT. So what you'll see in the Sailor course, and I'll go over what that looks like in a real environment in a moment, but it would be very similar to what you would see online or in person in a course. All of our courses have syllabi as well as an introduction or overview. The course content, as I mentioned before, is going to include text. If there's a textbook included, it's a digital open education resource or OER-based textbook. And we'll also include videos and quizzes and other resources to help you check your knowledge as you're going throughout the course. Usually at the end of each unit of the course, there will be an assessment so that you can check your learning. And then the way that students earn credit is that you'll take a final exam at the end of the course, and your whether or not you would be able to receive credit would be based on your score on that exam. So you'd have to score 70% or more to be awarded credit for that course. This is a view of our homepage. And I wanted to show a couple of features of the homepage that might be useful for students as they're navigating the site and getting ready to get started. So once you get to the site, you want to make sure that you're logging in or creating an account. And creating an account is very easy. You'll use your name and email address to be able to create an account. When you do that, you want to make sure that you go into your profile and select that you're a Universitas Terbuka student, so you can kind of keep track of your progress that way. Also, we have a help center, which includes our contact email. And so that's a way for you to ask us questions if you're having trouble. We also have a frequently asked questions section that can help with things such as sending transcripts, using our certificates, which are available for free, or any other questions that you might have about creating your account or how to other ways to navigate the site if you're having any trouble. So when you do log in, this is the page that you would see. You can either create an account with an email ID or using Google or Facebook. And when you log in, you'll be able to do so on the side of the page. So if you create an account with an email ID, you want to make sure that you log in with an email ID. If you create an account with Google or Facebook, you'll need to use whichever method to do so each time you log into your session. This is an example student dashboard. And so you can see I'm a sample student. And when you enroll in classes, and you can enroll in multiple classes, which is very easy. It's a click of a button enrollment. You'll see them on your course dashboard, and you can also see your progress through each course in your course dashboard as well. This is an example of one of our courses that is college credit recommended, our C++ programming class. So that may be useful for those of you who are in information technology or an ICT field of computer programming. This is a useful language to be able to know. So as you can see, as I mentioned before in that slide that had the building blocks, we have a course introduction. It shows the time advisory for the course. Now that can vary depending on how much you know about the subject matter or how long you'd like to take. These courses are self-paced, so there's no time limit. You can take as much time as you need to. You can also see that the course is recommended for college credit, and you can also earn a free certificate for that course. And here's that syllabus that I mentioned before. There are a few ways that you can navigate through the course, the breadcrumb menu or the menu on the side. And we also recommend some related courses that other students have taken advantage of as well. And this is the information that I was mentioning before. You can see that the course is college credit recommended. And here's that side menu that I mentioned in action. You can go back and forth through each of the units using the side menu. Also, and we can send these slides to Professor Udan if you'd like me to, where we have a link to our support and some information on sharing your certificates and things like that. But I'd like to also show one of our certificates just so you all can see that and see how students are sharing their progress on LinkedIn, Twitter, and even Facebook. So this is an example certificate, and I'll show what one I'll show how this looks live as well. And an example of a student sharing it on LinkedIn. You can also link to your certificate on your resume, on a website if you have a professional website. And you have just a lot of options to show display your accomplishment to your colleagues, contacts, and prospective employers as well. As I promised, I also want to show what a tour of a course looks like. And can everyone still hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yep. Wonderful, wonderful. Just making sure. So this is the login page that I was showing you all before. And this is that course dashboard that I mentioned before. So this is our demonstration dashboard. You can see I have a student profile here that has my information, my sample student information. And I wanted to take a quick tour of our project management course so that you could see all those elements in action. So now some elements that you couldn't see in the slides is we have a course progress bar. Here are the course introduction elements that I showed you earlier. As I mentioned before, there's a breadcrumb menu that you can use or a side menu that you can use to navigate the course. And so I just clicked into a unit and I can either go through that unit and click through. Everything that you see that is in blue is a live link. Or I can click through at the top. Some other features that I wanted to show students that might be useful are discussion forums. And so this allows you to be able to ask questions. And some students use it to find study partners. You'll be studying with students from around the world. So we have students who are with us worldwide. And also have some additional interactivity. So when you go through a unit, every time you go through a resource, you want to make sure, so for example, this introduction to projects is a resource. Once you finish that resource, you want to make sure that you click this checkbox. And one of the reasons that you want to click the checkbox is, and I'll show you that course progress toolbar that I was mentioning before. So when a course element is complete, when you checked it complete, it will turn green from blue. And so, as you can see, I was trying to capture it turning green in real time. As you can see, I just checked an element as complete, and it has changed from blue to green. Say I'm out of a course for a little while, and can't quite remember what module I needed to go to next. I can always go to this, look at the next blue element, click on that, and use that as a bookmark. Another thing I wanted to make sure that I pointed out is that many of our courses, and we're working on putting this in all of our courses, have study guides. And so it's really important for students to make sure that they're taking advantage of these study guides. Students who use these guides score 10% higher than students who do not. So you definitely want to use these. They're going to give you great guidance over what elements you want to make sure that you're really studying, really digging into in preparation for the exam. Another thing that is helpful is we have two different exams, as you can see. Many UT students will be using the direct credit exam to earn credit for their courses and earn credit for their program. However, before you take that direct credit exam, you should take the certificate final exam too. The questions won't be the same, but they're going over the same course material. And this is a great way to check to make sure that you're ready before you go into the direct credit exam. I also wanted to show you all, and so this is the end of the course tour. I also wanted to make sure that I showed you all the Universitas Terbuka page. And I can add that link to our chat as well, so you know where to find your course list. And I also promised a quick tour of our certificates, since you'll be taking those certificate exams as pre-tests, you'll have that certificate to be able to share as well. I'd like to show you kind of some of the neat tips and tricks features for sharing a certificate. So when you have a certificate, you can share that with an employer to verify it. Say you take that C++ programming course, and your employer has said that, if you take this training, you'll be eligible for a promotion. You can send him or her a link. And this is just an example certificate. And they can go through our partner Accredible to verify that. These are blockchain enabled certificates, and it's a great way to make sure that that students are getting the credentials that they're saying that they're getting. Great. That is my presentation.
All
and
right.
I'm happy to actually, I see that Jeff is on, so if he'd like to give any remarks, we'd be very excited to do that.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. And hi, Jeff.
There you
You're
go.
here. Finally.
I've actually been here the whole time. I've been watching the whole time. You just couldn't hear me in. I saw the remarks at the very beginning.
Okay, Jeff. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
You done? How are
Sorry,
you?
but now it's your turn to give us insight about Sailor Academy to all the participants. They are very interested in hearing what you will say to us. Please, Jeff, sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having us. It's been very terrific getting to know Professor Udon and other people there at the university. And we've also had lots of luck here in the U.S. meeting. People from Indonesia at the Indonesian embassy. Going back a year ago, we met Dr. Rafaida from Indonesian embassy. And then since then, we have been working to do partnerships in Indonesia. And then one of our teammates was visiting there in January. John visited the campus, and we really enjoyed his report. And so we're very excited to continue to make the progress to work together where we are today. And just, we're very welcome to all the students from across Indonesia and of course, the university and anyone else, staff, etc. And we thank Jackie for the tour of the courses. And of course, you're welcome to take any course in the catalog, but only certain ones are going to apply for credit. But others, you can earn a certificate in anything. And CT, I'm glad you took some as well. That's exciting. I just want to say I'm very happy about this cooperation. I think it's a good symbolic representation of cooperation between our two countries. Indonesia is a very important country around the world, and we're happy to be friends with Indonesia, and also using this partnership as a way to represent that friendship and develop a greater relationship among our peoples. Education can certainly be that type of catalyst for getting to know people and for working together. So today we think is just the beginning, right? That we're going to work together for a long time and get to know each other more and work together in many different ways. So we're very happy again to welcome all the university students and to offer these courses, and we're here to help in any way we can. So I just wanted to keep it very high level and say welcome and thank you. And so we just really appreciate the time, and we're happy to take any questions that anyone has about the platform that Jackie was presenting on. So thank you all very much.
And Jeff, this is Jackie. I also share the Universitas Terbuka page for students or others who might be interested.
Wonderful. So yes, we're happy to take questions. CT or Udon?
Okay, Jeff. So you will accept a question now. You don't have anything to deliver because Jackie already did that.
Yeah, she did that. I was delivering high-level remarks. I thought we told you that. I apologize. Yes.
Okay, then Well, I think we already have some questions here, and I will read. Well, both of you can answer this, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question. Is there any requirements like GPA or level of, I think this is, level of semester that we need so we can join the program? Is there any GPA or level semester that
I'll
we
take
need?
that one. Yeah, I'll take that one. No, there's no GPA requirement. You can join the program without any questions about that. And then the only level is about age. You have to be 16 years old or older, but otherwise no level. But you should, it's college level professional learning. So there are, that is expected that you will be able to learn at the college level.
Okay, so anyone can join as long as they are 16 years old or older, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I think this is a very good news for the participant because they are mostly university students. So yeah, they can take the courses from Sailor Academy. Okay, next question. This is for Jackie. I believe that Sailor is still expanding and increasing its course offering. Could you share with us how many courses overall available today from any discipline, and how many will be available, say, 1 year from now? Okay, from Dodi. Hello, Jackie, I think you haven't turned on
I
your...
apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. So we have well over 100 courses available now. We are expanding. We plan to be offering an introduction to data analytics pathway of courses, as well as finishing our English as a second language catalog of courses. We have one more to add. We have some other courses, including Python, and we are continuing to grow. Jeff might have the best answer for how many we plan to offer a year from now, but be assured that we are definitely growing and expanding, and would also love to hear from you all what other fields are growing in Indonesia and what other subjects you'd be interested in.
Okay, so Jeff, maybe you can tell us about what will Sailor Academy provide the courses 1 year from now.
Yeah, thank you. So as Jackie said, we're growing, and I suspect that a year from now we'll probably have another 25 or more courses at least. And those will be, things like advanced spreadsheets, also graduate level courses in business, as well as courses on professional development that will expand as well. So it's very exciting that we're going to be able to grow some more. And of course, we hope to be able to work together with UT and maybe develop a course together. And as Jackie said, we'd love to know what courses are of interest there in Indonesia, so we could make something that you all will really like.
Okay.
Be very helpful and useful.
Yes.
I've added that list of courses. CT, I've added that into the chat as well, if anyone is interested in checking that out.
Yes. Of course, to all participants, please use this opportunity to ask any questions you want to know regarding to Sailor Academy, because we have the director here, the executive director, and the strategic partnership. And is there any other question?
Those were two good ones. We need more. Those were good.
Okay. What about, how do you see the partnership between UT and Sailor Academy? I mean, what do you expect that can give us so we can make use of Seller Academy?
Let me just jump in high level, and so first of all, we view it as a partnership, but also a supplement. You're getting a very wonderful education there from UT, of course. It's a very top, important university. So we understand that you have a full plate of courses there, but we also believe that we do have some things that could help supplement and add to the learning, especially in the professional skills areas or English, as Jackie referenced, but also the university credit option now with some of the courses as well. And so that's exciting there. So I just think it's a supplement to what you're doing. And so we hope that we can help just enhance your learning there. Jackie, want to add anything?
No, I think that was a really good summary.
All right. Thank you, Jeff and Jackie. We are really happy to have collaboration with you with Seller Academy. And I think we have a question here. This is for Jackie. Could we take an exam in Seller? Tell us about proctoring system that we need to take. I am sure UT will require, I think the certificate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, so we you currently use ProctorU as an online proctor. However, if it is possible for UT to have a testing center or have faculty service proctors, that's a possibility as well. Those are a few details that we're still looking at. Of course, ProctorU is available currently, but I know that we've talked with Professor Udan about possibly having faculty be able to serve as proctors at a testing center or something similar to that.
Okay, so you also have the proctoring online exam, something like that?
Mm-hmm. And so we currently work with ProctorU, and they offer proctoring online. And so it's very similar to this, where you would use a webcam and you'd have your desktop locked, and they examine your room to make sure there's no notes posted anywhere. But that currently costs $25 US. We're looking at some other proctoring options. However, we'd be happy to set up a proctoring relationship with UT as well to make it even more accessible to students.
Okay.
Professor Udan, does Professor Udan want to add to that?
Yeah. Probably Jackie or Jeff probably. Probably we need to know, for a student, what I mean, they need to know whether there is a specific requirement for taking proctor examination, for example, equipment, that sort of thing, for taking proctor examination. Is there any specific requirement from you?
Go ahead, Jackie.
Oh, no, the special requirement, there may be some technology requirements, and I'll send that along with the slides that ProctorU may have, but there's no special requirement from us. So for ProctorU exams, they're a separate company from us, so there is a cost associated there that goes directly to them. However, there's not a special requirement beyond that.
Okay. So for students, I think we are still working on these things, and I mean, we are working for how to, how we can facilitate our students to take the proctor examination from Seller Academy. So once we have decided the way we facilitate the examination, which is proctor, then we will announce that to all students. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
We'll soon to have that, right, Jeff and Jackie?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Bu Siti, please continue.
Okay.
I think in USA now it's already close to 11 p.m., right, Jeff?
Yes.
Yes.
Our very first call this morning was 7:30 a.m. with a university in Bangladesh.
Okay.
So we started in Bangladesh and now we're ending up in Indonesia. Very exciting.
Okay.
Okay. So I think you will have some sleep now, or
Yes.
yes. Okay. I think there is no more questions. So thank you very much, Jackie and Jeff, for being here, deliver many insightful information to us. And this webinar will be closed by Prof. Udan. Please, Prof.
Okay, Bu Siti, thank you very much. Thank you, Jeff, Jackie. Thank you very much for your coming today, joining our webinar. And this is very useful information from both of you, I think. And I think some students have already sent personal message to me asking about how to take courses from Scheller Academy, including what we have discussed previously, including course that provide skill that not really connected to formal courses in our program of study, just like credential, just general skill, that sort of thing. So that's good, I think, intention from our participation. We hope that we can soon implement our cooperation, Jeff, Jackie, with UT and Scheller Academy. Then we can provide our student a wider opportunity to have courses from Scheller Academy as one of the online platform. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your participation today in our webinar. I think Bu Siti had already announced the links. Yeah, have you provided the link? Okay, for all the participants to take a certificate of participation in our webinar. Okay, thank you very much, Jeff and Jackie. Have a good sleep tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, thank you very much, Jackie and Jeff. Okay, to all participants, to get the certificate, you have to fill out the feedback form that will be provided in the Q&A facility in the chat. Okay, after you fill out the form, we will issue the e-certificate for you. Okay, I think that's all from us, from the Faculty of Teachers Training and Education. Thank you very much for all of you who already watched this 15th Knowledge Sharing Forum hosted by our faculty. Thank you for all keynote speakers, Prof. Udan, and all the Civitas Academica of UT who already watched this, and other participants as well. Thank you very much. See you in other opportunities. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. Don't forget the link, please.
Yes, don't forget the link.
Show us, yeah.
Thank you, Mbak Siti. Great job.
Sama-sama, Bu Isti. Terima kasih.
Yes, such a very great job, Mbak Siti. Saya kira bagus.
Thank you, Pak.
Jangan lupa link itunya, feedbacknya, Mas Fahri.
Ya, Pak, sebentar.
The fast-growing demands of digital era motivates us to continue improving the potential of integrated human resources that are capable to support productivity. This vast and rapid development needs an effective and modern learning solution that can keep up with the routines of today's society. A facility that can cope with the limitations of space and time. For many people, both limitations pose as major problems in developing themselves and enhancing their career in digital era. In the end, those problems will impact their lifestyle. Universitas Terbuka is here to answer those problems by applying an open and distance learning system. A system that has proven effective in increasing the coverage and equal distribution of excellent higher education for all elements of society. Our learning system. Our system allows students to have a flexible and open learning method, and it offers many advantages. First one is the registration period, which is open throughout the year, so no more worry about late registration. Flexible space, time, and place. This is useful for students who still want to develop their knowledge wherever and whenever they want. Easily access printed and digital teaching materials in all corners of Indonesia and other countries. Our system gives opportunity to people from all groups and ages to learn and develop their knowledge, as well as their skills in all fields. With 39 regional offices all across Indonesia and overseas service centers, we are always ready to support operational activities and cooperations with various national and international institutions. We have numerous facilities to support student activities and learning process, from UT Radio, UT TV, learning assistance, to online library. Universitas Terbuka offers you 4 credible faculties: Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Faculty of Law, Social and Political Sciences, Faculty of Economics, and Faculty of Science and Technology. With more than 35 study programs and postgraduate programs. Universitas Terbuka, making higher education open to all.